All right, good morning everyone and welcome into Mid-Morning on this Monday. Miss Leilani Allen is joining me in studio and she is the Choctaw Indian Princess, and she is actually, this is the start of her media tour and soon she'll be passing on the crown. But Miss Leilani, it's so good to have you in studio.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first of all, talk a little bit more about yourself, like where are you from, where did you go to school, and all that good stuff.
I'm from Philadelphia, Mississippi, and I went to Choctaw Central High School, and I will be going to Mississippi State University as well.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And so you're also a graduate of Meridian Community College, correct?
Yes.
So what did you get your associates in there?
Business Information Systems.
Okay, exciting. So you competed in the pageant last year.
Yes.
You got to reign. How has this last year been for you?
Well, it was so unexpected for me. I never imagined myself being princess, but I also never imagined myself running in the pageant. So this was a whole new world for me, but I'm so glad I was able to experience it.
So what made you decide, you know, I'm going to take this leap and go do something that I've never done before?
Well, my mom has always wanted me to run, but I think the moment that my little cousin was like, I want a princess in the family, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. What can it hurt? And I'm glad I did it.
There you go. So with the Princess, you've had several opportunities. So talk to me just about those opportunities that you've had.
I've been able to go to out of state. I went to Albuquerque, New Mexico back in May, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you do there?
Well, I went to represent the tribe at the Gathering of Nations. It's like a big old powwow with all kind of tribes going over there and just coming over there with a big old powwow. And then they also have a Miss Indian World pageant over there. So I got to see that pageant over there. But yeah, and I've also met Chris Stapleton a couple of weeks ago.
Have you really?
I have.
How was that like? Where did you meet him at?
He came down to Philadelphia, Mississippi to do an unveiling for his mural, and I got to see him in concert.
I would have been shaking in my boots, y'all.
I was.
That is awesome. Okay, so also you are an animal lover. So you have a dachshund, and then look, guys, she's got a turtle as well. So tell us the story about your turtle that you have.
Well, I used to work at the hospital, and then when I was going on my lunch break, I looked down, there's a baby turtle. So I took him, I went to Walmart real quick to get him a little tank so I can hold him at work, and then I took him home, and I still have him.
That is hilarious right there. So Miss Leilani, you are an advocate for Special Olympics. So talk to me just about your involvement and, you know, what you find so special with that.
I'm a co-partner for the Special Olympics, so I get to cheer them on when I do any kind of sports, just like cornhole or track and field. I've been able to help them navigate through the obstacles that they have.
And your mom, she works with special needs children, correct?
Yes.
And that's just kind of how you kind of got introduced to that world, correct? So what are you hoping for after your reign as princess?
Well, after my reign as princess, I'm gonna also help the current princess or the new princess, and then I'm gonna be able to go back to school and just try to see where I go with that.
Yeah, so you're really like stepping into this life outside of being a princess, but guiding the new princess. I think that's great to know that she'll have a helping hand to her. What is besides Chris Stapleton, what do you think was the most, the best thing from this role as princess?
I believe just meeting people, making connections with them, as well as hoping to inspire the little girls as well.
That is awesome. All right, guys, when we come back from the break, we're going to talk about the upcoming fair, and then we're going to talk a little bit about fashion and Miss Leilani's dress. We just love it. But stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back from the break. So Miss Leilani Allen is in studio this morning, and she is the Choctaw Indian Princess. And soon your reign will actually be coming to an end, and you'll be passing off your crown. And that's going to be happening at the Choctaw Indian Fair, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so talk to me about the fair and what we can expect and some of the events that are happening.
Well, this is our 75th Choctaw Indian Fair, and we consider it our diamond year.
Okay.
So the Choctaw Indian Fair is usually 4 days, but this year, with it being the 75th Choctaw Indian Fair, we extended it to 5 days.
Okay, that is great.
5 days of the Choctaw Indian Fair, and I'm so excited for it. We have so many entertainers coming, and then we have our traditional game of stickball, as well as so many food vendors and our arts and crafts over there as well. So.
And then y'all will also have foods, you said, of your own culture, correct? So what are some of those dishes?
We have fry bread, Indian taco, and then we have hominy.
Okay. Oh, I like hominy.
You've tried hominy?
Yes, I love hominy.
I love hominy.
Oh my gosh, I like with some butter and some salt on it.
Perfect.
Okay, and then so talk to me about stickball. If you've never played, you said it's similar to lacrosse.
Yes.
But you don't have pads on in stickball. So Keely's not going to be playing this game.
I'm not either.
Okay, we feel that. So what is the object, I guess? What are we trying to do in that?
Okay, so the object is to basically get the sticks, put the ball in the middle of the sticks, and kind of just throw the ball at the pole. And if it hits it, that's a point.
Okay.
Yes, but you have like so many people coming at you trying to stop you and tackle you. You know, football, when they tackle you, it is exactly like that. Yes, but without the padding. So yes.
That sounds a little scary, Leilani. I'm just a little nervous for that. Okay, and then also the pageant will be going on there. So how does the pageant go? Is it just like a formal wear, or is there talent to it, or how does that all work out?
Well, with me being a Choctaw Indian Princess, it's more about our culture more than it is about beauty.
Yes.
So with our culture, we try to put that into our pageant as much as we can. So it's mainly strictly just regalia or just anything about our culture.
Interesting. So your grandmother actually made what you're wearing today, correct?
Yes.
And how long did it take her to put this all together?
It took about roughly 3 months for everything.
Okay.
And she makes all my sashes too.
Does she really?
Yes.
Thank you, Grandma. That is so awesome. So talk to me about your beadwork. It's so beautiful if you guys can see that from your camera. It is just gorgeous, but it's got different meanings to it.
Oh yeah. The collar necklace that I have has diamonds. We pay tribute to those snakes because it protected our crops from the rodents.
Okay.
And then we have our medallion, which has the stars on it, as well as my earrings too. Yeah.
That is so gorgeous. So, and then also your sleeves. I want to show them. You are wearing velvet, and you said you before the dresses would be maybe cotton before, and now we've kind of changed some of our patterns. You can do velvet, and then was it satin?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then for your pageant dress, when you were competing, did your grandmother make that dress as well?
Yes, and she's making my final walk dress.
Oh my goodness. So, you know, what are you most excited for the next princess?
Well, I'm excited to see where this title takes her, and I'm excited for her to be able to experience this because I know how much fun it can be and I know how much this comes with it. So.
Well, Miss Leilani, it was so good having you in studio all morning, guys. You can check out those events on our website. We'll be back after the break.